T-Man 978 Chill Review.
Hello everyone, T-Man 978. Today I'm reviewing Newage movie series XM1 Mista, who happens to be a movie masterpiece scale version of Soundwave from Transformers Dark of the Moon. He comes with Laserbeak. If it has a third-party name, I don't know what that is, and I probably put that in the title. And optionally, you can add on this Ravage right here. But here is the packaging. Thank you, Nate Simmons from Nate's Toys and Collectibles, for allowing me to review all this. This is his personal toy. He transformed it once. It has one issue that I'm going to bring up, maybe a couple issues, but I don't know whether it's because of how he transformed it or not, so I just wanted to warn you. The issue is minor, by the way, but look at Laserbeak. These eyes are detailed. The paint is nice, just like they would do for a studio series. That looks good. There is a lot of detail and articulation in this. This is kind of pliable. Has a hinge here on the tail, a ball joint there so it can roll around. The legs move all as one piece. The foot is on a ball joint. Limitations right there. This right here, I didn't even remember this. The guns are under his body, so this all moves together, and that's painted on the back right there. Painted right here. The neck is on a ball joint, so the neck goes up to about there. And then, or optionally, if you want it to be even higher, you can rotate the neck around, which I think that's how it originally was supposed to be, because I see the vertebrae right there. But yeah, the wings rotate on this right here, and they move on that, and they come back on this. So a lot of articulation. I think I've rotated this because his head couldn't come forward as much as I had wanted it to. But there you are. Looks like a flying turkey. Ravage. Same type of deal. A whole bunch of detail. You can see the metal fleck paint they have going all around it. And the gold. But he has a ton of articulation. The mouth opens up that wide, revealing the ball joint inside. The head can rotate right here on a ball joint, go up and down. There's a ball joint there, and of course they can rotate. There's a ball joint in this part of the body. It can go up, can come down. So there you are with that. There's a ball joint back here. All types of wiggle room on that. Ball joint in this shoulder right here, only goes out that far. A hinge here that's really tight. A ball joint there. Ball joint here. Hinge there. Hinge here. Ball joint there. Ball joint on the tail. Hinge, hinge. This can do that, and it can also rotate, or I thought it could. Can this? I thought it could. It can't. And then the gun is on a ball joint. You've seen it like moving independently of Ravage on the movie. And apparently these can detach. I would probably super glue that, but I'm going to leave that to Nate. Let's see if siege effects fit on there. Yes, they do. And there's Ravage, or whatever they're calling him. Alright. And here is Mista himself. As you can see, they are taking licensed properties from more than just Hasbro and Takara. Nice paint, nice detail right there. Paint back here. No like license detail or anything like that. And yeah, my only issue with the car is the tires. Like, you see the brake detail right there, it's spinning with the tires. It's nice that they painted it, but that is weird. I don't know why they designed it like that. Holy moly. I know the lazy eyebrow reviewer isn't gonna review this, but holy crap, I couldn't wait to hear. I wonder what he has to say about this, but I might just ask him. Okay, these doors, getting them open is hard. I'm just gonna cut the middleman and use a spudger. Both doors open, and unfortunately it's too much junk for me to even go across there. Oh boy, I'm gonna go under here because it's kind of even hard to, and just push it like that. It's kind of hard to even put the spudger through there, but it's all for naught because there's just robot parts in there. If Transformers were realistic things that could actually happen, I guess they could be more sophisticated to move their parts around. But realistically, with the way the robots look, this would be what you would have in real life. Here is the bottom of the car. Here he is next to my movie masterpiece Barricade, who is surprisingly feeling heavier. Like, I haven't transformed this thing in a minute, and I never reviewed it. But see, they're roughly around the same length or whatever, so I guess they're in scale with each other. And I know this has diecast, but I think this has a hefty amount of diecast as well. And here's this comparison against MP10. Here's a Voyager class Megatron. So yeah, you should have some idea. Last thing I'll show is Masterpiece Spike that comes with Masterpiece Hound. So he's the bigger one. Transformation. Oh boy, it's a bit of a nightmare. I mean, it's like difficult and easy at the same time, or kind of simple or self-explanatory. It's definitely way easier from car to robot, but get those out of the way right here and go ahead and separate that. And we might as well just rotate them this way a bit. Now we can come up here and remove that. And how do we want to do this? Just put it like this for now. Bring it out. Bring it forward. Just leave it like that for now. Then we can go ahead and detach that. Detach that. And kind of swing it down a little bit out the way. Pull these out and go ahead and start rotating it. Start rotating, and you can go ahead and try to get these completely out the way. And back there. Now we can get access to these arms. The arms come out that way. Come out this way. We can shut these things right there. The thumb, they should have been positioned like this, but we can bring it around to this side. Bring the thumb over to this side. All right, then we can lift this up, lift that up. Go ahead and shimmy this down, but rotate this way. This is just going to keep moving, but bring the shoulder this way. Bring the shoulder this way. Lift this up. Kind of get your fingernail or something up under here to get that out. Now apparently this piece right here rocks outward. There we go. Get that out. And then we can just bring that over there like that. It doesn't really change anything. Same stuff over here. If this was down, bring that up. And I hope this don't look a mess. Bear with me. Try not to go crazy doing this, but yeah, that should all be done. And we can move these back, shut that, move these back, shut that, and then we'll come back to this mess later. But basically back here, we can start pulling this away from there. These tabs is under there. And oh boy, this just gets difficult. Anywho, start basically grab the one side you want first. Start bringing this away. It was tabbed in there and here. Lift this up. Kinda just have that like that. And then lift this up and out of the way like this. Now we're still on the same leg. Lift this up. Bring this forward. And we should have access to bring this out and start rotating everything out like this. Bring this little piece up. This thing just looks like a pile of parts, just like the movie, so it's super authentic to the movie. Pull this out or make sure it's all the way out. Or actually, before that, take this windshield and put it basically into this position right here. Now, here's the tough part. We need to break this open, angle it out that way, grab this, rotate it this way, and this is pulled out, push that in, and go ahead and bring this over here into this tab hole right there. It should kind of close over top of that window right there. Now you can rotate this leg this way. While you see what I did with this, move that towards this direction. Now down here, you can take this, put it into that orientation, that's the heel. Pull this out, which is loose, to be honest. This is a die cast piece. I kind of hate die cast. People love die cast with fan stories and whatnot, but shift that over and put that on a peg, which does not fit all that securely to me. Put this like here and bring that down, and that's like his separated toes. This is one toe and that's another toe. And basically just put this into this position and we can start the other leg. Holy moly. But basically, start lifting all of this off and up. Lift this up. Detach this and rotate it. Take this piece right here. And then we can start unfolding this from here. I said, what's stopping me is this thing is right here. I would normally, oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't put this here, so that's my fault. Start bringing that up, and this does not feel good too at the same time, and bringing that up. Now we can bring this up, bring that up. It's just because this is not my toy and I do not want to break it. But bring that around, and we could turn this, get this straight as possible while moving this windshield down here in this position right here. Now we can start separating this, or make sure it's rotated in this direction. Now we can separate it and turn it to this direction. Rotate this into this orientation and shut this. Then we can bring this around and plug it into that peg hole right there. Take this, which came loose by itself, rotate it to this way, and bring this heel back out. There is a peg, and I didn't do that on this. I didn't show that on this foot. There's a peg behind here, but this peg gets in the way. But the appropriate way is to put that over top of that. Bring this down, and you can bring this toe down. Alright, so now pretty much the bottom half is done. So now what we want to do is accordion this, bring this back, and this right here goes into there. But maybe before that, get these out the way and rotate it, start rotating it in this direction. But plug that in, and then up here, this goes into the back of here. Come on, you do that securely, yeah. Move that here, move this here, and now this right here, which I don't like, transparent pieces being pegs into that right there. Come on, you. Yeah. Right there. Good to go. And here's what I was talking about, the minor problem. On this side, it doesn't seem to peg in as tightly over here. So I don't know if that's like a universal thing. I do see that MGO just put up a review because my dumb self slept on this, not realizing not too many Transformers reviewers didn't review the thing yet. But after that, pretty much get these into this orientation and lift this up and rotate this down there. They can actually go to wherever you want and lift the neck up over top of that. And this chest is something that I'm not doing right, or I feel like I'm not doing right. Come on, you. I didn't realize these hinges, it's a ball joint and a hinge. So this is about right there. And now he is a friggin' robot, and I'm not cutting any of that footage. We're gonna have all of that footage raw as can be. Here's Mista in robot mode, and let me just show you this right away. I didn't think, I thought when I first was seeing images of this, and with it being Newage, I thought it was small, but it's actually pretty much, it's in scale. He's pretty much the same height as movie masterpiece Bumblebee, which he was in the movie. Yeah, they're pretty much it. Now, I remember when I first compared them, Bumblebee is a little bit taller right here. When I first had compared them to each other, they were like the exact freaking same height. So I don't know what I did. The legs appear to be elongated as much as possible. But yeah, it still works for me. But I had his foot wedged in between that to get him to stand on there. But Mista, aka Soundwave, is a mostly great third-party masterpiece movie style Soundwave. I say mostly because he is a movie-related figure, and it suffers from movie-related figure situations. I mean, this thing looks awesome. Hold on. This is probably as screen accurate as humanly possible. I don't know if Takara Tomy could do anything to change that. You see like the pistons and details, and they have rust colored details just like they would have in the movie on his robot parts and whatnot. But just the leg right there alone, that looks awesome. And then you see that detail right there. Let's come to the front. The legs are oddly shaped just like they are in the movie. And you see the rust colors on the toe right there. And the colorization and the arms. And I like this blue right there. That blue really takes light. The face, let me try to get on to the eyes. But, yeah, there we are. The mouth doesn't move, unfortunately. I was kind of a little tiny taste disappointed by that. These wheels, if symmetricness drives you up the wall, you just have to adjust that yourself. This one seems to be sitting. Oh yeah, if you lift it up, they will rub up against something and they'll stop moving. But okay, this detail, the hands. Oh yeah, very detailed. Looks good. Looks like the movie. I like it. Besides his minions, he does come with this gun that's reminiscent of the movie and whatnot. You can see it's just mostly painted inside of the barrel, besides the whole silver being paint. It's weird that it has a cartridge or a clip. And I can't remember which one of these blast effects I was able to get in here, but I was able to get them. So, but that one, the top one, I don't think the top one, I think that one's a little bit smaller, but if you force it, you can get it in there. But if you bump it, they're gonna fall out. But you get the picture. I'm gonna get them both in there. All right, I don't know if it's a happy coincidence, but you can get it in there. It has 2 pegs and 2 ports in the hand right there. I'm gonna get the hand out like that, or the thumb, I mean. And you see how the thumb works. Thumb is on a ball joint in the center of the palm, so we can wrap these fingers around and put the thumb wherever you want. And it's a good tight grip. You really have to bump it for him to drop it. And I really like that. Let me take these out because they're going to be falling out. But let's get into the articulation. Head is on a series of hinges and a ball joint at the top. I believe it's on a swivel at the bottom. It's a hinge, another hinge, and then the ball joint. So he can look down into his chest. He can look completely up, and I love that because the hips are on universal joints right there. The knee is single jointed, but it goes beyond 90. And I love it when a figure can look forward like that. I love that. Shoulders. That's not supposed to wiggle. because it's supposed to clip into place. But you have this motion right here. That moves out the way when you do that. Swivel right there. 90-degree bend in the elbow. And go all the way down. Wrists rotate. You see all these fingers on 2 joints that bend like that. The thumb is pretty much the same, but not ball in the middle. No ab crunch, but it has complete waist rotation right there. Thigh swivel, if you couldn't tell that. And when you're transforming this, make sure you get this sculpting in the front unless you want the screw to be showing. I showed off the knee and the foot. The foot is weird. It's on the ball joint there. So it kind of gives you the ankle pivot motion you need. But then again, not really. But then again, he has these weird feet. But if you want to, you can detach this peg right here that I was showing you in the transformation, or the last part of the transformation. And then you can get some more natural kind of looking ankle pivot. So there you are with that. Of course, these doors can move around however you see fit. And the wheels can go up and down like I was showing you. But he is friggin' awesome. My only issues with him really is I don't like the way the legs come together, but that is accurate to the freaking movie. Like, and you see in the movies, all the parts are variable in the movie, and that's the case here. So this is constantly moving while you're moving things. This is constantly moving. Issues or quality control, this does not tab in well at all. But you can move this, or the toe is ending up moving. This is constantly moving while you're manipulating things. This is constantly moving. In fact, you see this bend out the way. So now it's like right there, but you might want it to be there. This isn't stable. That's constantly moving. And maybe the back, you'll have to keep adjusting the freaking back. So that's the only annoying thing, which is the fault of the movie. They have a whole bunch of car parts and panels all over the place. But other than that, I really don't have too much of an issue. I love the design. I love this design. Maybe I'm just partial to freaking Soundwave in general. Let me measure him. He is to the top of his head like 6.5 inches tall. And it's like 16, a little bit over 16.5 centimeters. So if you collect 6-inch action figures, this is what you're working with. Here's something I didn't feel like doing. It's a picture I stole off the internet. The person's watermark is right there. So that's who took that picture. Anywho, I like this Soundwave a lot. The gripes that I have with it are minor. The transformation is super friggin' involved, as you saw. I don't know how many minutes that was. I know it was over 10 minutes with me sitting there explaining it. Getting it back to car mode is a little bit more difficult, especially the legs. Knowing how to manipulate these panels, like, I guess the best way to do it is to form the actual car parts and then try to fold everything over. But yeah, it is kind of hard to get it back into a car. I don't normally do this, but MGO 316 has a series where he transforms all the Transformers, and he calls it just Transform It, or JTI. I suggest watching that up, looking that up, if you want to see how to do this thing in both modes. I may in the future do my own video, but right now, nah. Anywho, thank you, Nate Simmons. Link to his online store in the description. It's on Facebook, but he has a lot of stuff posted, and you can just go there and see what he got and read the rules on how you need to purchase everything. Anywho, thank y'all for watching this. Until next time, T-Man978 out of here. Click the videos. Click the in the videos, baby. Click the videos. You should really click these videos. Click the videos. Click those in the videos, baby. Click the videos. You really should click those videos. Click that shit.